Guys, this year, hotly anticipated, they are singing Little Big with the song Uno. Let's take a listen. So that was the hotly anticipated track. I think everyone was absolutely dying for this one to drop. Little Big debuted on the music scene in 2013. They've had such fantastic albums as Life in the Trash, Lollybomb, and We Will Push the Button. And they've toured Europe, they've toured North America, they've toured Russia, with such a pedigree. Elliot, let's get your view.
They also wanted to go last year, and the broadcaster dropped them for Sergey. And I think what a mistake that was, because this is brilliant. You know, it's traditionally them. You know, it's exactly what they normally do. Concept-wise, it's a bit weird because obviously you've got those two that look a bit like Aqua and Toybox. You then got like Peter Schmeichel on the backing vocals as well, which is a bit odd. But it all works in its own bizarre, wonderful way. I think this is just, they know who they are and they know what works. And, you know, it's a song you're either going to love or hate, but I love it. There's just something about it. I just don't know what it is. I just love it. And plus, it's a great song to practice just counting in Spanish too. So, you know, they're very aware of what they're doing, and they do it at an 11, and I think it's brilliant.
Okay. Andy, Uno.
Well, I like it. I like it a lot. I really like it. But I don't know why it's so popular when the last time this song was in the contest, it was absolutely traduced with uno, a bricky dance, dos, a crusolato, tres, a macchiato, cuatro, a robocop. Because it is basically the same sort of song. I liked El Chiqui Chiqui, and I like this as well.
Okay. I'm liking this. Really good, positive vibes, getting it from everyone. Alina?
I like it. It's amazing. The dance moves are so catchy and it sticks in your head like hours later. So I think this will go very well.
Okay, it's funny you say about the dance moves being catchy. We may have something coming up very special for you to look at. Maybe some dance moves in a bit.
Is that power to all our friends?
Oh, well, do you know what?
Sorry.
I'll just channel my inner Cliff Richard. Said no one ever. Now, Oban, Uno.
I think I'm going to break this streak here, but it's a nice song. It's a cute song. It's a fun song. It's going to lift the energy up in the arena when it's going to follow and very slow ballads. So it's going to energize us. But at the end of the day, we need to face the fact that this song is not a jury-friendly song. And I think in a year where Iceland is filling the quota of taking all the attention from a geeky, nerdy group, which is having fun, votes. So I think they're going to struggle to get... They're not going to struggle, of course, it's Russia. They're not going to struggle to get to the final. But they're going to struggle to get a good result in top 10.
Oh, controversial. Let's see if this is added to by Ian's view.
Probably similar to Oban. I think the other quirky novelty ones this year are simply just much better songs. Musically, Iceland and the Roop. These are better songs. This one's very silly. It's very fun. It has the return of the Bulgarian knee dance from 2016. It's very silly. It's fun. People will like it. But the other two sort of novelty, quirky ones, they're just better, I think. And I think what has been said about the juries, I think the juries will hate this. And that is probably going to kill it.
Interesting take.
That you need to succeed on both sides. And musically,
Why?
I don't think
Do you not think the juries have got a sense of humour?
It depends what the juries are looking for, and I think it's probably just a bit too silly for.
I mean, they do. They made Netta winner. That's been something we know. One joke act that won recently.
Yeah. Also,
it's going to depend on how people are feeling at the time. You know, if they'll either be looking to be taken out of themselves with a really fun song, in which case, if this is performed well, it'll do extremely well, or they might go the other way and want something that's really nostalgic and sad because of, you know, the climate we're in. You just can't tell.
It's an interesting take, isn't it? And I'm going to go to Stuart, who seems to be drastically trying to take things to himself. But at the moment, I mean, Michelle suggested, were you trying to take your gob up? But I think you just...
Never noticed how big his nose was.
That's true. Stuart, give your view on Russia.
So this is going to win Eurovision, Tom, and here's why. In 2 days, just 2 days, this had 20 million views on YouTube. To put that into context, Sergei got 4.4 million views last year in the entire stretch of Eurovision from the song being released until today. 20 million views. And to put into a bit more context, not just 20 million views and a bunch of dislikes, 1.1 million likes and 83,000 dislikes. So we are talking huge numbers. These guys are renowned for those who are into the whole YouTube generation. So, you know, we're probably talking about the younger generation. Sorry to be ageist, but we are. But I'm with Andy. The juries have a sense of humor, and a lot of them now are of a younger generation too. This will comfortably qualify. It's better than Lithuania. It's better than Iceland. Sorry, all the haters. That's the reality of it. And this will comfortably qualify and finish as a winner of Eurovision by some distance. And fuck off, Martin.
For those people that are listening on the podcast, Martin Palmer, that's put the kibosh on Uno. Then Stuart thinks it's going to win.
But just one more point as well. Someone said that that's a really good way. Elliot might have said it's a really good way to count in Spanish. Only if you want to be a complete fucking idiot. It starts with uno, dos, cuatro. It's missed out tres. Don't fucking learn from the Russians. That's what I would say.
Very true, very true. One thing I would say is 20 million likes. Yes, it's impressive that they have a massive following in Russia, and the population is 145 million in Russia. So if they were all Russians, they can't vote for their own song.
But what about Sergei?
Did you look that up earlier on?
145
million.
I might have.
Is it because I did? Don't know why, but I did.
There we go. I think it's an interesting take. Personally, I think it's a lot of fun. The only concern I have is that this song kind of drills into my head the same way that Netta's Toy did. And unfortunately, after a while, Netta's Toy, I still have nightmares about. Because it just has a specific tonality in the music that just kind of hits that spot where I'm just like, turn it off. But I am sure I will be swept up in the fun partiness that is Uno. Now, guys, whilst we are thinking of Uno, do we think it is going to finish as Premier Uno? Andy, is this the winner?
Wait, I have no idea, but it definitely could be.
Okay, definitely maybe from Andy. Elliot, is this the winner?
I feel like this is going to have a similar track that Kaino did. And obviously Kaino came 18th in the jury, and everyone said that was going to win. And it still managed to get 6th because of the televote. So I think it will easily qualify. It will still get top 10, maybe top 5, but it will slightly fall in the jury. But, you know, like I said, they know, like, Netta was a lot of fun, but with a decent singer. These guys can actually sing. It's not like it's a joke act, you've got poor vocals. This lot can sing and keep up with it. It's difficult to move your, like, even though it's a simple dance, that takes a lot of core strength and stamina to do that for 3 minutes. So, like I said, people will appreciate what they're doing. It will be better than Iceland and Lithuania. And yeah, I think between 5th and 10th is where I think it will happen, but mainly on the televote.
Okay, I think if they nail the live vocals, I think they're in for a chance of winning. Alina, where do you position Uno?
I could see it in the top 5, because I think there will be some dark horses going to aim for number one. But yeah, we will see.
Okay. Oben, Uno.
Tom, I'm gonna go make a wild guess here as well. I'm gonna say that Russia will finish on the bottom of the left-hand side of the scoreboard in the final, right after Cyprus.
Ah, still putting Cyprus higher. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Cyprus.
Ian, where are we placing Uno?
I think it could go one of two ways. It could either do really well, up there, maybe top 5, or it will crash and burn horribly. It's so weird. It's so out there. If it doesn't catch the public's imagination, it will just be horribly. But my suspicion is it'll do well.
Okay, so we've got some real votes of confidence. And Stuart, Michelle thinks you're slowly having a breakdown.
Slowly.
I think it's accelerated slightly. Are we to assume, Stuart, that you think this is the winner of Eurovision 2020?
Yeah, at the moment, I don't think anything's beating this. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Russia have waited to the very last minute, and if you're writing this off, then I'm sorry you don't know Eurovision. Don't be so bloody naive. This is a born winner, and this is going. If it doesn't win, it'll be top 3, no question.
And wouldn't it be bad luck if, like Liverpool, who are on the verge of winning the Premier League for the first time in 30 years, and now it looks like it's going to be suspended, that Russia, who seem to be honest, have spent the last 5 years really wanting to win the contest, are thwarted by current events. Elliot, you have a point to make.
I just want to say it's just Stuart playing the crowd again because he thinks he knows that Little Big have a massive audience that will watch this, because every single thing mentioned with Little Big in the title has got a lot of views on it. And I also mentioned he's mentioned at least 2 other countries to me saying will definitely win. So he's definitely playing his cards very carefully at the minute.
Oh, we know that.
You're right. Piss off, Elliot. Bye.
But anyway,
We've got 10 quid on every country to win. We know this.
if Russia don't win, having tried so hard, I mean, one might say that they're just desserts, considering how many other elections they've tried to fiddle in recent years. Would that be a controversial thing to say? Do we have millions of viewers for saying that?
Let's be perfectly honest. You know,
we haven't got any Russian viewers.
But also, the Eurovision Song Contest has never shied away from political controversies.
Never, no.
And let's face it, neither did Russia in 2017. So, you know. Now, I do believe, guys, that having seen what I think could really, really be the winner of Eurovision 2020, best of luck to Little Big, by the way. And Stuart, have you got a final point to make on this one? Because you're waving your hand.
I have, Tom. Sorry. Before we close on Russia, what about that thing? You know, the thing.
Yes.
The thing.
Yes, the thing. Yes, before we close on Russia, and just to prove how much we do love Russia here at ESC Fan TV, one of our panelists, Ian, not Ian as in Ian from Scotland, but Ian from the Philippines, has given us this. Oh, easy to move. Easy to do dance moves. Big thanks to Ian.
Cliff Richard would be proud.
And you know what, guys? I think on that note, we can officially say that Russia is done.